Over the next 8 weeks, we'll follow 3 sisters through a journey of fitness, health, and self-love.
Hey everyone, it's Danielle here. Welcome to City Tile. I've been here officially 6 years as of July 1st, I believe, or July 4th, something like that. So usually on a day-to-day basis, I do a lot of, when I'm usually at my full pace without a back injury, I'm helping at the front, helping customers, walking around with them if they come in with countertop samples or cabinet samples. I help them with backsplashes, floors, walls of showers, everything like that. My favorite part of working here is probably that no day is ever the same. You're never going to get the same client twice, so that's really fun that you're always testing new. No one has the same style, right? So you're always having a different design of a bathroom, a different opinion of what they like, light, dark, that kind of idea. So that's probably, it's always, when it's busy and there's clients always coming in here, it's definitely keeps it interesting. Working with the family, it definitely has its good and bad days. I'm sure maybe some of you can relate. It's, how can I explain it? My dad's biggest thing is he's obviously trying to teach us lessons every day, every hour. But the main thing is keeping personal and business separate. And I, as the youngest, am still learning that. I still find it hard to, if he's, trying to teach me a lesson, I find it hard to make it about business or personal, right? So that's probably the hardest lesson, is when you're trying to run a business and make it go smoothly. But we're all here for a reason, right? We obviously love what we do. But there's no lying, there's good and bad days, and there's days where you want to lock yourself in the office and not see anybody, right? But I think that's part of it, and that's normal. So
since we started this We Are Driven, I think we talked about it in one of the first episodes, we weighed in, we knew our initial weight. But since then, we've been weighing in every week, but not knowing what our number is. We're halfway. We met the halfway marks, and Miguel and Katie sat us down, and they're like, "What do you guys think about us sharing where you're at in your weight loss or your weight gain or wherever we are?"
Have you noticed anything different about your body especially since we started changing your food or anything like that? Is there anything that you've noticed that's popped up?
Yeah, so since we've kind of changed up, doing a little bit of intermittent fasting, obviously that was hard a little bit there to get used to. But I've noticed a little bit, because I've try and cut out lots of carbs, because I find that my body just does not react to carbs very well. It bloats, I feel sick. So I still eat carbs, but not as much as I would. Not every meal has to involve a carb, bread-wise. So I've noticed, even, it sounds, I don't know, maybe a little bit too much information here, but even just the lumps and bumps on your body just don't feel as lumpy anymore. Things just feel smoother. So that I've noticed, I feel. It's just I don't look at myself and feel like I could pinprick and explode, right? I just feel like things are just kind of smoother.
How would you feel if you were up? If you hadn't lost anything, you were up a pound or 3 or 4 or anything, or even the same, how would you feel?
If you would have asked me that week 1 or week 2 after I noticed I was up 11 pounds from when I last weighed in, that would I'd probably want to go home and cry. But asking me now, I don't feel as insecure about that number anymore. I don't feel like I don't know the number, so right now it's hard to say, but without knowing or anything like that, I feel like at this point, it doesn't take as much of a hold on me as it did before, is how I feel going forward. And I have a lot of things to look forward to in the next year, and I want to feel and be confident and just be the best version of me, even at my age and everything like that. So I just want to, in the next year, I want to see more positive changes. If the scale goes down, bonus. If it doesn't, at least I'm feeling better. That's what I'm hoping for.
So from our start date, which was May 20th, you're down 4 pounds.
Okay.
And 3 of those pounds were over the last 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So at the very beginning, it was very you were down a pound, or you were down half a pound, and then you were down another half a pound, and then you were the same, and then you lost 3 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as we did the food chain.
It's wow. Okay. 3 pounds is 3 pounds. That's incredible. You were right when you said that people can lose weight without working out, and it's obviously just as much important to watch what you're eating as it is to keep active. Some people would be like, oh, 3 pounds for me.
Knowing that I was super discouraged because I wasn't working out and still being able to track my food, it was almost, I'm sure you'll see it in the episode that they show it in, but it was just a realization for me as food is so important. And I put so much emphasis on the gym, but it honestly, it comes down to both, but your food really matters, and it works. It honestly does. It was proven, right?
Today I got an email from, actually just now, from Alaire Homes. Shout out to Alaire Homes. Love Alaire Homes. And so she sent me the specifications document, because they had, basically what they did was a designer came in, just kind of giving you a play-by-play of what I kind of deal with on a day-to-day basis. So I had the designer come in. They hired someone this time, and to do the spec house. I'm pretty sure it's a spec house anyways. 2 spec houses anyways. Come in and design it for them. So she came in, we walked the floor, we kind of set up a few samples that she was going to take home and confirm with her cabinets and countertops and stuff like that, and then she took them home, brought them back, and then made choices based off of those selections, and then I wrote things down. So this is my little cheat sheet that I go by. Those are the 2 units there. And then that's the floor plan. So basically what I do is I try and print it on an 11 by 17, so it's easier for me to kind of read the numbers, and then I just go and do a really rough quote for them. So she always sends it via email, so I can kind of zoom in if I can on my computer. You can see both of them, both of my screens right there. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing right now. Seems to be a lot of the case. Like I just deal with emails. Like I get the emails from our website as well, so it's usually me responding to it. Yeah, a lot of stuff online I find. Dealing with one customer, I believe from Salt Spring Island or Comox, or maybe both, to do backsplash, but it's just based off of photos that I'm sending back and forth to them, because they don't have the time to come in, and they just kind of want to see the options that we stock. So when they come in, they just can basically pick and choose really quick and then head out. So that seems to be a lot of the case too. A lot of people don't know that we stock stuff here, right? They think that they have to order and then wait for stuff, but that's not the case.
So one of the changes that I've noticed in my mental state is the fact that it takes me less time to get out of my funk, because I still have the funks. Like it's inevitable that you're gonna have those bad days, right? But I've noticed that it's taken me shorter time to get out of it. Yeah.
So, say we show you the number,
Yeah.
and nothing's changed, or you've gone up a little bit.
Yeah.
What would that mean to you?
Nothing. Honestly, I don't know if it would matter to me if I went up, because it would matter to me in the fact that I don't know if it would be muscle change or what, because I noticed so many changes that if I went up, I'd be like, okay, well, it's got to be muscle. Or if I went down, okay, well, that would be great too. Or if I stay the same, I don't know. Like, I feel like I would love to say that it wouldn't matter to me, but it might. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit stronger mentally to take it if I didn't move at all, because I know the efforts that I've put in for the past, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So I do feel like, would I care? Maybe not.
So we're going to share with you the total progress that you've made.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to preface this with saying that we are very happy with everything, the way things are going, the way that we did things. Like, this is what we wanted, and this is what we're gonna. That sounds scary, doesn't it? So from the beginning, you are down 4.5 pounds.
Okay.
3 pounds of those 4.5 have been since we talked about food.
Okay.
So the majority of it
is from food.
From food,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. So how do you feel about the number? Was that bigger, smaller? How did you expect?
That's
what did you expect?
good in my opinion. That's like almost a pound a week technically, which is normal, right?
But I mean, when you break it down like that, but really,
it's all about my food.
It was kind of fluctuating in the beginning, and then as soon as you implement,
that's a great number in my opinion. I'm pretty happy with that. So, yeah. No, I didn't have any expectations. I really tried not to have expectations.
I've been working here for about 14 years. It's my nice messy office.
You can scope everything from here.
Typically, yeah, it's pretty good to keep an eye out on people.
Hey, get to work!
I could do paperwork part, entering, paying bills, no problem. The part that my father is trying to get me to do more is like managing staff and getting, like, if anybody has any issues, trying to work through those issues with them. So
Can you smack people in the face? Well,
you know, and with my siblings, right? Like it's so hard with
that
family.
must be
working
hard.
together.
Like, how do you correct them and
Yeah.
give them that feedback without them taking it
I
personally?
tell my dad that all the time. My dad, like, it's one story to keep the boys on track, you know what I mean? But to keep the girls, and that's including my mom sometimes. My dad's like, you gotta keep your mom in check. And I'm going, how do you keep my mom in check? Like, you know, everybody has what they have to do and they should know what they have to do. So, and we are pretty good. But when there are little things that kind of come up, that dad's like, you gotta address that. I'm like, how do I address that? Like, how do I not, you know, upset somebody or, you know, so that. But I mean, other than this, I mean, I try to keep myself pretty organized, and it does help being upstairs now because I'm here. I can, you know, I have 2 screens, so I have like my emails up usually on one and our accounting program up on the other, and it's just very.
This is a very neat.
Well, it wasn't like this yesterday, but
What if we show you this and nothing's changed, or you've gone up? What do you think that would mean to you? Like, how would you feel? How would you react to that?
well, you could probably see a little bit of emotion, but I mean, I want to know so that I could probably change that. So. Yeah, you'd probably see some emotion and frustration for me, but I would get more advice from you guys to be able to do something different. I'd probably be a little hard on myself, being like, holy, like I have been tracking, I have been doing stuff. But in the past, I would probably leave here and take myself to whatever's close enough to get myself something as like a pity meal or something, right? But now I'd be like, okay, well, if I get a bad news, I'm going for a walk today or something, right? So I think it's just where my mind is a lot different now. Like, I don't want that. So if nothing has changed within when we weighed last, or I'm not going down, even if it's a pound, then I want to change. I want to know what else I have to do, basically.
From when our very first weigh-in, kind of before we started, but when we did our first video, was May 20th. Until now, you are down 7 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Most people, when they break a big number, like when you go below 300, most people go below 300
And then go right back
and
up.
then go back up again.
You never have.
And then they stay there for a while. You have officially gone
that?
way past that. You are not 300 pounds, Chris. You're not. You're 294. Okay? Like, you're not 299, 298.
Yeah.
You're 294. You're closer to the 290.
Nice.
You know?
And you were 301, 298, 297. So you were your consistency has always been going down, right?
Yeah.
Your bad week isn't a bad week anymore because it's not the beginning of the end, right? It's a little hiccup, and you got.
So
right
tell us
back in
about
it.
what are you thinking right now? What are you?
I don't know. I'm just proud of myself.
You're proud? You should be. Like, I wish that I could tell you guys how proud I am of you. And you know, like we said in the beginning, this wasn't about seeing you guys lose as much weight as possible. I'm gonna cry. But like seeing like the improvements that you guys made and the consistency, like that's coming into that's what I wanted to see, and that I'm seeing that, and that I like. Not even that, like the one thing that I wanted to get out of this was for you guys to realize that you're worth whatever you want to do, right? And so to see that without you guys knowing what was happening, and even like to know that you thought you didn't lose that much, and that you've peaked, and that you still were positive.
Mindset. You could lose the weight without changing your mindset, but it's when you changed your mindset, and then as a result of that, the weight. That's what it was. I know, we couldn't be more proud of you guys, and it just goes to show how rewarding it is to do it the right way, right? Because you've been working so hard on your mental game, and that's what ultimately is going to make you successful. You've learned the tools that you need to keep going, right?
Yeah.
That is the goal, not to get you to lose as much as possible.
We want you to look forward and see that this is something that you can do. That you can live your life like this and not be, intimidated or think like, I can't, like the meal plans that you've done before, like I can't eat lettuce and salmon for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Or the same way that you're like, I can't kill myself in the gym every day, but you guys are learning that you're just doing what you enjoy, right?
Yeah.
And you're feeling better because of it, and you're seeing results because of it, and that's what's huge. As long as you just keep going, like those pounds are gone. They're not coming back.
Yeah.
As long as you don't go back to the way things were, as long as you just continue living life.
Because have you been
happily,
perfect? No.
No.
right?
No.
But that's the lesson. You don't need to be perfect.
You need to be consistent.
You don't need to be working out like crazy, or at all.
Yeah.
You know,
right?
that is a huge
She
lesson.
lost her 3 of her 4 pounds were the last 2 weeks that she's been out of the gym. Or even same with you, because you said, like you said last week, you only made 2 Zumba classes. You still lost 4 pounds, right? Like that's what it is.
All right, Danny, so tell us what's about to happen here.
We are about to conquer the Westwood Hill. And I haven't done it before because I avoided it all the time in my life. We always go the short way, so you can't really avoid it when you got Miguel and Katie on it. So we're doing it.